Have you ever been so broken that the whole world thought you were finished? That no matter what you did, nothing worked? This happened to one of the greatest cricketers alive, Virat Kohli. People said he had lost his spark. They said he would never rise again. But what happened next shocked the entire cricket world. This is not just a cricket story. This is the story of how self-belief can bring a man back from his lowest point to the peak of greatness. Watch this video till the end, because Kohli's comeback might just change the way you look at your own struggles. There was a period in Virat Kohli's life when he faced one of the hardest challenges of his cricket career. Kohli was known globally as one of the greatest batsmen of modern cricket. For many years, he performed at a level that few players could match. Fans expected him to score in every match, and he almost always delivered. His consistency, energy, and fighting spirit made him a hero not only in India but around the world. But suddenly something changed. Kohli began to struggle on the field. Match after match, he walked in with hope, yet came back with disappointment. The runs simply wouldn't come. There were no half-centuries, no big innings, no long stays at the crease. It was surprising because fans were used to seeing Kohli dominate bowlers. Now, he looked like he could barely score freely. Every time he got out early, people felt shocked. This was not the Virat Kohli they were used to watching. As the poor performances continued, people began to talk. At first, they were patient. Then they became confused. And eventually, they turned negative. People in India and all around the world began saying things like, "Kohli is finished. His time is over. He will never be the same again." These comments came from the same fans who once celebrated every boundary he hit. They were the same people who once believed he was unstoppable. But now those people were doubting him. They questioned his ability, his form, and even his future. Suddenly, critics, journalists, and fans all seemed to agree that Kohli's career had lost its shine. To many people, it looked like the magic of Virat Kohli had disappeared. The sparkle of his career seemed to be fading. The once dominant batsman now looked defeated, tired, and out of form. From the outside, it seemed like his journey as a top-class batsman was near its end. But what most people did not realize was that inside Kohli, something far more powerful was still alive. That something was self-belief. Self-belief is the quiet inner voice that tells a person, "You can still do it," even when the entire world is shouting the opposite. Kohli still trusted himself even when millions of people were doubting him. He refused to believe that he was finished. He knew he was going through a bad phase, but he also knew that his skill had not vanished. He simply needed time, patience, and hard work to find his form again. Instead of giving interviews, arguing with critics, or responding to negativity, Kohli chose silence. He worked quietly behind the scenes. He studied his mistakes on video. He fixed the issues in his technique. He worked on his mental strength. He trained harder than ever, not to prove people wrong, but to prove himself right. He reminded himself of who he truly was. A champion. And champions are not defined by their failures. They are defined by how they rise after their failures. Kohli believed that a bad phase doesn't erase years of hard work. He understood that success is a journey, and every journey has difficult moments. Slowly, step by step, Kohli rebuilt his game. He focused on fitness, discipline, timing, and calmness. He didn't rush. He didn't panic. He just kept working, consistently, quietly, patiently. Then came the 2023 Cricket World Cup, a tournament that would change everything for him. It was more than just another competition. It was an opportunity for Kohli to show the world that he was still one of the greatest batsmen to ever play the game. And when the tournament began, Kohli did something extraordinary. He didn't just return to form. He came back stronger than ever before. Match after match, he played like a man on a mission to rediscover his greatness. He scored runs with calmness, control, and confidence. He stayed at the crease when his team needed him the most. His footwork looked sharp, his timing looked perfect, and his mindset looked fearless. It was as if he had transformed all his previous struggles into strength. Throughout the World Cup, Kohli scored century after century. He broke records with ease. He became the backbone of the Indian batting lineup. Every time he stepped onto the field, fans felt that something special was going to happen. And most of the time, it did. Then came the historic moment that shocked and inspired the world. Virat Kohli reached his 50th ODI century, breaking Sachin Tendulkar's long-standing record. It was a milestone that many believed no one would ever achieve. But Kohli did it, and he did it with grace and calm confidence. At that moment, the world finally understood something important. Kohli had never disappeared. He had never lost his talent. He was simply preparing for a bigger, more powerful comeback. The same fans who once doubted him were now cheering for him louder than ever. The cricket world praised him. Legends admired him. People who had questioned him now celebrated him. But what made this comeback truly special was not the records, the centuries, or the statistics. What made it special was the strength, patience, and belief it took to rise from such a low point. Virat Kohli's journey carries a message for everyone: students, workers, athletes, parents, dreamers, or anyone struggling in life. His story reminds us that no failure lasts forever. Hard times may slow you down, but they cannot stop you unless you give up. People may doubt you, criticize you, or underestimate you, but their words cannot define your future. Only your belief in yourself can. Life will challenge you. It will put you in situations where everything seems to be falling apart. Your efforts may not give results. People may walk away. Things may become painful. But if you keep your self-belief alive, even a small amount, you can rise again. Kohli's comeback teaches us that every person goes through tough phases. Failure does not mean the end. People's opinions are temporary. Your belief in yourself is permanent, if you protect it. Greatness is born from patience, discipline, and refusal to quit. He did not rise again because life suddenly became easy for him. He rose because he continued working even when no one believed in him. He rose because he trusted the process, trusted his abilities, and trusted himself. Kohli's journey shows that sometimes life pushes you down to prepare you for a higher rise. Sometimes the setbacks you face are shaping you into the person you need to become. In truth, every great comeback begins with a period of struggle. In the end, Virat Kohli's story teaches a timeless lesson. Greatness begins the moment you refuse to give up on yourself. If you keep moving forward, keep believing in your abilities, and keep working with patience, you can rise from any setback, stronger, smarter, and more successful than before. Just like Virat Kohli, you too can turn your challenges into your comeback. I hope this story touched your heart. Life is full of moments that teach, heal, and transform us. And sharing them keeps the light of inspiration alive. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might need a little hope today, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories. Until we meet again, keep believing, keep smiling, and take care of your beautiful soul.